Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be unboxing this exclusive edition statue from Sideshow Collectables of Marvel's Spider Family member, Silk. Let's see if I can remember anything about Silk. So I'm sure everyone pretty much knows how Peter Parker got his spider powers. Oh, polystyrene. He's at a school trip or a science fair or something like that, and he gets bitten by a spider that has been exposed to experimental radiation or has been genetically modified or experimented on in some way, whatever version you go with. Spider bites him and gives him spider powers. He's super strong, he's fast, he can climb up walls, etc. Well, what we didn't know at the time was just after it bites Peter Parker, the spider also bites one of his classmates, Cindy Moon. And Cindy Moon also develops spider powers. Now, she's not as strong as Spider-Man, but she's faster. Her spider sense seems to be stronger, and she can also spin organic webbing from her fingertips, whereas Spider-Man can't do that. He has to have little devices that he's built to create his webbing for him. Now, a little while after she's developed her powers, a character called, I think his name's Ezekiel, comes to Cindy's parents and tells them that he can help train her to use her powers, because they're really worried because she doesn't know how to control them to start with. So they agree, and he spends about 6 years training her to control her powers. There's the base. And then he tells her there are a group of people called the Inheritors. Now, this is a family from like an alternate version of the main Marvel universe, and what they do is they go around hunting down anyone with spider powers and killing them. So he tells her parents and Cindy, for her safety and all the other spidery people, she needs to go into seclusion. So she voluntarily gets basically locked up in a bunker so that the Inheritors can't track her down, and she's in there for I think about 7 years, and then Spider-Man realises she's in there and breaks her out thinking she's a prisoner, and by then I believe the Inheritors have been beaten, so by that point it's actually safe for her to come out, and then since then she's been swinging around being Silk. So let's have a look at what we've got. Well, first of all, we've got the base, and if we look at the base of the base, we can say we've got the little Sideshow logo, and we've got the Silk logo, Silk statue, and down here it says this is number 397 of 500, because obviously this is the exclusive edition, not the standard edition, not the collector's edition. So let's put it on the little turntable. And we can see it is a lamppost, or the top of one, that has been all webbed up at the base. Now, what else have we got? We've got some little kind of gargoyle-y gothic type attachments, which obviously go down here on the lamppost. There appear to be 3 of those. Inside, and then we've got Silk's body with her arms and legs both attached, because sometimes that's not the case with statues, and then we have got our collector's edition head. So let's see if we can get Cindy into the base. Now, I know we've got to make sure her hand clears the side. The trouble is I'm not sure which way round this actually goes in. Is it that way? You'll see it could go that way, or it could go around that way. Or does it go that way? Now there we go. So there's the body, and obviously the hand there is grasping the top of the lamp. And then we've got these little attachments for the lamp here, which I don't know if you heard that, they all magnetise in. They're pretty strong magnets as well, they're really clunking in. Wow, I can really feel that pulling in. So there's the body there on top of the lamp, and here we have the collector's edition, which again should magnetise. And there we are, there is Cindy with a collector's edition head. Now the one piece we've got missing is the webbing, which I know from watching a video you have to squeeze to remove from the packing, which worries me slightly. There we go. And now, how on earth does this get fitted on? So this must go over there, and something like that. There we go. Or do we? Well, it obviously fits onto her fingertip there, but it's difficult to see exactly how. Come on. Blimey. I don't know what it's made of, it's a bit flexible and bendy. Maybe it actually pushes on. See, I don't want to force it because I don't want to break it. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it like that, and then I'll check afterwards if I've actually got it on right. It looks kind of right. So there we go, there is Cindy Moon, silk, sat on top of a lamppost, firing off some of her organic webbing. Now, as I said, this is the exclusive version. Now, if you don't know what that means, basically these statues come in two versions, collector's edition and exclusive edition. The collector's edition is the basic standard one. The exclusive edition means you get an extra part with it. Now usually that's the head, or as it's usually called, the portrait. You get an alternate portrait with a different expression on the face usually. Sometimes you'll get a different limb, sometimes you'll get different weapons or other bits and pieces. The Mystique one I got, that is the standard collector's edition. The exclusive edition had an additional arm, her left arm, which was changing into a different character because obviously she's a shapeshifter. It was changing into a version of X-23. Now, I didn't like the exclusive edition because it just looked to me like she had a different coloured glove on. Most of the exclusive editions, in fact, I don't dislike, but I tend to prefer the standard edition. Now, this is the exclusive edition, which means we've got an additional portrait. So let's have a look at that. So I've looked at pretty much all of the Marvel, DC, Star Wars and several other statues on Sideshow, and out of all the exclusives, there are only 4 exclusives I actually like that I prefer to the normal collector's edition. Most of the time I just prefer the collector's edition. The collector's edition. Now there's the exclusive head. Now as we can see in this one, Cindy's actually got her mask on. Now this is one of only 4 statues where I prefer the exclusive edition. So there we are, that is our exclusive edition silk. So let's take a little look round her. So the base, as I said, the base is a lamppost or a light of some sort. It's got these little gothic-y, gargoyle-y type things sticking out the side, and the base of it has all been webbed up. and Cindy is just sat on top of it. She's obviously wearing her silk outfit. She's in black with all the white trim on it, and the big silk logo in red on the front. And if you look at her feet on her footwear, she's got a webbing design grip on the base of her shoes. That's a nice touch. And again, if we look at her hands on the ends of the suit, we can see, as is correct, she has 2 fingers that are coloured red, which I believe the 2 that she shoots webbing from. And then as we come higher up, we can see, as I say, in this one she has got her mask up with her hair all flowing out the back. She's got one arm stretched out and she's shooting off some of her organic webbing, which has kind of whipped back and spiralled around her arm. So there we go. There is our exclusive edition silk statue from Sideshow Collectables. Well, that was the latest statue unboxing. More on order for later in the year. Until then, don't forget, give us a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one.